And the Decrepit Storm always donates before the show, typically, I find.
Does he?
Yeah, yeah, he does. It's very, wish you would do it during the show, then you could get, a shout out and stuff. Well, we'll shout him out anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, look at that. We're live. Hey, everybody. What's going on? It's the King of Anime podcast. We're about to get litty like a titty in here. What's up?
I like titties.
This podcast is totally poggers and not cap at all.
I just want to let the people know I tried to stop him before he started, but he just went on and did it anyways. This has no reflection on my character or EA's character.
Come
we both tried to
on.
talk to him about
Come
this, but it
on.
has not worked.
Stop
We have
it.
not prevailed.
Oh,
I
okay,
am calling
boomer.
everybody in the chat right now. Tell C to stop. We are done.
No, dude,
This
that's
does
sus.
not need to happen.
That's
This
sus.
doesn't need to happen anymore.
Tell him that he's old and he's lame because it's okay to be old and lame.
Wow.
Not be up with the
Bet.
lingo.
Bet.
We promise it's okay.
This is the King of Anime podcast, where every season we choose a bunch of shows we to watch, and we kill or pass them. If it's something's killed, which takes 2 or more kills, we don't gotta watch it anymore. But if we like it, we pass it, and that takes 2 or more passes, and we're all happy. Yeah. Hi, co-hosts. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be back. Freaking, it was a nice vacation over in Mission Beach. Got sunburnt, but I think I'm all better now. I'm done. I was peeling really bad, but I'm like really better now. I need to bring that lotion next time and not do any of that stupid spray on stuff, because that stuff does not do shit. But yeah, that was fun.
As for me, my weekend was pretty cool. I saw a lot of family on my mom's side. I don't really see them too much, so that was cool. Just today, the episodes that we watched were pretty good overall, so I'm pretty relaxed. Good day today.
Well, I mean, I guess for my weekend had an IBS flare up, irritable bowel syndrome. It's terrible. Now I have to go on this diet called of FODMAP. I don't know what the hell it is. No idea. But it's actually insanity, and I got to do it for 6 months. 6 months.
Oh, I've done Insanity. That's an interesting program.
Well, this is a whole different kind of insanity. So yeah. I guess we should just go ahead. Well, Scarlett in the chat says, why is Remake Our Life still there? Because EA has to rant.
That's right.
He's got to destroy it. So.
Yeah. Yep. We have to take it to the killing room.
The killing room. I love this. So Lightning Eagle's in the chat. He's early this time. So that's
Lightning Eagle, you're the man.
So is
What is up,
Ryder.
Lightning Eagle?
Ryder LS is in here talking about Hayase, showing that she's a fan of Redo of Healer, apparently.
Hey, that's no, not a fair comparison.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well-
not really, and I've seen Redo of Healer too. Not fair comparison.
Well, we have questions again this week. We get a whole bunch of them every week. It's actually quite phenomenal how many we're getting. I thought we would barely get any, to be honest. But now we're getting at least 16 write-ins a week, which is crazy. To me, at least. A lot of them don't typically show up, which is kind of sad, but it is what it is. So, I'll say this. So the first 2 questions are for me, and I'll start at the bottom here on the list that you guys are looking at. Have I watched Odd Taxi yet? I have not. I was going to, but this week has been absolutely insane. As well, face reveal when? You guys have the answer for that?
I mean, you can see my face. It's all over my channel. It's not a mystery of who I am.
Well,
if you're talking about C specifically, my sources have told me once he gets 100K, that might be a possibility.
Mm-hmm. So let's get to that 100K and get that silver play button.
Sources also say that those are just rumors, and if that does happen, that does not mean he may show his face. But he's
Yeah,
not
just
going to
might.
say. He's not going to say.
might.
So that
Might
you
show his
guys actually
foot.
subscribe. Might show my foot. Foot reveal. You never know. Not that I would know. This is just what the sources have said. Another question is, see, I'm sorry, I made a sus tactics joke while you're on Hollow Stream with the Arc 5 cast. It won't happen again. I swear, signed Decrepit Storm. It's okay, Decrepit Storm. It's very okay. I had to leave in the middle of that podcast, unplanned, so I probably didn't see it. Or maybe I did. I don't
It
remember.
wasn't even a question.
Yeah, that was kind of a statement.
Yeah, it was more like just like an apology, I guess. Send in a video next time of you doing like a generic YouTuber apology. Maybe I'll consider it. So, out of the big three shonen that was Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach, and Shonen Jump, which of these series did you like the most when they came out, and why? I think for me, I was a Naruto kid, so...
Yeah. Like when they, because the way the question is framed, it would be different if we're talking about like how I feel about them now. But when they came out, we kind of talked about this when we first introduced us answering these questions. Naruto is one of the most popular anime in the States, and I was of the same mindset when Naruto came out. It was extremely cool when we were kids. People had the ninja headbands that would play all the Naruto games, and some people would actually, try to do the hand seals and the jutsus and whatnot. So Naruto definitely over One Piece and Bleach when it first came out. Now it would be a different story, but when I was a kid, Naruto was that anime. It was kind of like how people, I think, feel about Jujutsu Kaisen and how am I drawing a blank with the anime?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yes.
Oh, I see.
And My Hero Academia, shows like that.
For me, all these shows kind of came out like a little after, whenever I was really kind of getting into anime. One Piece, I don't think I could ever get into that. I mean, I've seen a few episodes here and there, but I don't think it's ever going to be my thing. Naruto, I saw it the first time, and I don't know, for some reason I was turned off by the fact that Naruto, the English dub anyway, he sounded so annoying. And I never went back to watching it until years later when I was like, okay, I could see why people like this show. But for me, when I just kept hearing go, yeah, I believe it. I changed it every time. Like, why do people like this stupid show? Like, I said that because he turned into like a girl and like a cloud of dust and all this other stuff. I'm like, this show's stupid. Little did I know it would become like a huge show way back when, or until now, honestly. But I watched Bleach quite a bit when it first came out. Like, I loved that first couple seasons, and then it just got to a point where it just got really dumb, and I stopped watching it. So Bleach for me.
Yeah, I watched Bleach for the first time like last week. So, like this is funny. This question came in because I literally last week I watched it in my Discord server, like the first 12 episodes, and I was like, okay, it's fun, it's not bad. And then I told Satsuki that, and Satsuki made fun of me.
Because he was talking to me about. I was like, see, I don't really care about Bleach like this. Why are you telling me?
Yeah, to be honest, I like a few characters from Bleach. Kenpachi is probably my favorite, just because he's just a badass character. Like, you can put him in any anime, he'd be awesome.
People are apparently saying they want a mommy milker stream. Can we ban that phrase? Can we just go ahead and not say that? Can we call them what they are? Can we not call them mommy milkers? This is ridiculous. That's sus.
This is why we told you never to reveal your secrets.
But what are they called?
They're called boobs.
Boobs, knockers, milk duds. Everything. Fun bags, dirty pillows. I can keep going on.
I see. I don't know if this question is really meant for us, but might as well. DC and Marvel comics didn't rank in the top 10 comic sales this year, while manga took that spot. Do y'all know the reason why something from the West that used to be in the top is now being beaten by manga? I think that's the same reason why video games are so popular now. It used to be the thing that was hated, and now the people that grew up with it are making it cool.
I think, I definitely think that's part of it.
Yeah, I don't really have an answer to this. I'm never got into comics. I'm not familiar with comics at all. But just to give my I guess ignorant opinion, it's probably just because anime and manga are becoming more accepted and widespread. Anime is just in general, it's something that people can enjoy without the ridicule that it was in the past. Like people would see you watching anime and it was like a, they made it a big deal, but now even influencers and stuff are starting to promote anime. So that's probably why manga have gotten so popular over last decade or so.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think a lot of it has to do with, and I'm being serious when I say this, when's the last comic book anyone ever read? Comic books are pretty much on a decline because everything's been done, everything's the same. How many times can you reboot Batman and make it fresh? You know what I mean? But then when you think of manga as a whole, especially in the past 5 years, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, all these original, IPs with cool ideas, cool characters, and all this other stuff just come out, and how could you say no to that? It's just I swear Japan just has a thing about just producing all these things like it's nothing. When in the West, it's let's do Captain America again. Yay. Let's change this attire. Yay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's we don't really have many ideas when it comes to comic books. Everything's pretty much just been done. And if you really want a new original comic book character, I feel like they're not really around. And if you can find a comic book shop, good luck, because I swear they're not around anymore.
Bill says, can't wait for MHA to become part of the Marvel universe.
Oh, I just thought about this, but another thing that kind of goes into the comic versus manga thing, when you use the example of movies being used to make comics more widespread, usually in that medium, when we just talk about movies, the people that watch the movies to get into stuff like Batman, Spider-Man, or anything like that, they usually watch the movies and they keep it at the movies. They usually don't. That doesn't really drive them to the comics the way anime drives people to manga, because anime is usually, not always, of course, because there's anime original things, there's anime that take deviations from the manga, but it's never anime is looked at as an extension of manga, but movies aren't looked at that way with comics a lot of the times, because the movies are their standalone thing. You watch it, you go home, that's it. You don't really try to go into the comics after that. Of course, there are exceptions to that rule. Not everybody's going to have that same mindset, but it's a lot of people who just watch the movies, enjoy it, and that's it. They don't have any drive to go to the comics, but it's different with anime.
I agree with that.
Your show is really fun to listen to throughout the day at work. I wish I could watch you guys live, but I never can. Time zones suck. It's always 1 or 3 a.m. here in the UK whenever you guys are streaming the show. Well, thank you very much. And it sucks that, there are time zones. I wish we could all just be on a flat plane of existence, with eternal light and just no time zones. Next question. Current question. Cursed question. God, I can't read. If you include Hollow or some YouTuber guys in a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, also known as Bang, Smash, Dash, what will be the choices you guys will make with your other co-hosts of the podcast? So I guess for us, we're just going to instead of saying me, you, and Satsuki, it would be me, EA, and Satsuki, it would be Hollow, EA and Satsuki. That's what I would say. We would substitute ourselves with Hollow, I suppose.
That makes sense.
Um,
I would want to marry myself.
Let's see. Well, I mean, let's see. I'll fuck Hollow. I think that one's easy. Have you seen that man? That man is extremely attractive.
Yeah.
I'll marry EA and I'll have to kill Satsuki.
What? I thought it was going to be the other way around.
My list is almost identical. I'm marrying EA. I think that's an easy choice. I think everybody's going to marry EA.
Oh.
I'm definitely killing C. I have to kill C.
No, that's sus. Come on.
Especially
that's sus.
over the last podcast, I have to kill C.
Oh,
and
man.
Of course, I'm fucking Hollow. So
You're being a sussy baka.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not very good at this. I guess I don't know. I guess I'll fuck Hollow too, cause hey, you know
he's getting around.
Yeah, he's getting around, all right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ben. You're gonna be you're getting killed because of all your lingo, and Satsuki, you and I are getting hitched.
Oh man, that's cap.
I'm happy to hear that.
I mean, maybe it would have been different had you not been going, "Hey, young peoples," you know, you're like Steve Buscemi dressed up as a kid in high school.
What are you talking about?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Man, that's man, that's total dog water. Come on.
Is that a thing? Dog water?
No, it's not. I don't even know what he's not even picking up things that are like popular. I don't know what he's picking up.
Oh
yeah, I've never heard that before. Yo, man, that's so Fred Durst. It's like, what?
Yo, he's back now. Fred Durst is back.
I know, right? He's got hair and he looks like an old man.
It's awesome. I love it.
I love that one meme of him where he's like, I used to do it all for the nookie. And then you see this lady going, yeah, of course you did, Fred Durst. Now let's go for a walk. And he's like an old man. It's so funny.
That's great. Scarlett says, I love how manga uses weird ideas to present stories, like a manga about giants who feed on human flesh, but the themes of the story is actually about the tragedy of war. Which is talking about AOT.
I definitely think that's another reason why manga is more popular, is because just the original ideas that come from manga versus, you know, Hollywood industry, or what do you want to call comic books, where everything's been done. So let's just, I don't know, do the same thing again, but different.
QRW6 says, what up, KOA? That Lewds scene we got today, lol, can't wait.
Me either.
Oh my god.
gonna decimate Satsuki. Is gonna be great. Let's talk about Berserk 1997.
Didn't we skip a question?
Did we?
No, we got them all.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought we
went backwards. So yeah, we episodes 4 and 5, or 5 and 6 rather, of Berserk 1997. These were, in my opinion, pretty darn good episodes, which is funny because I remember distinctly when I first watched these episodes, I actually didn't like them on my first watch through back in the day. But looking back, I really liked the introduction of Nosferatu Zod. I thought,
dude,
this is so badass.
That guy. First, I didn't know what to think of him, but then when he transformed into that Red Devil, I was like, okay, this guy's awesome. Like, he just looks intimidating as hell, and just all kinds of evil. And I even liked how they did those, I don't know, it's just like a still frame pictures of him, and how it was, I don't know, it just looked really, really cool.
Well, EA, don't get too used to him. Don't get too attached, because he doesn't show up for another 800 chapters.
Is that right?
Yeah, this is the last time you see him.
Oh, I really liked him. But
yes, he's a cool guy.
he flew away after he saw the freaking what's it called?
Bailey.
He saw that and was like, Guts, if you think this guy is your friend, you got another thing coming, and just flew away.
Yeah, and that's coming from a guy that beat him half to death. So I would probably take that advice.
Right. I well, first of all, I could kind of I could definitely agree, just because I never really fully trusted Griffith to begin with. But yeah, I don't know why he just up and left too. There must be something going on with that Baylet that's like got him. I don't know if it's like spooked, but maybe he just doesn't. Maybe he just can't do anything because he's got the Baylet. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Well, episode 5 was like, we saw there was issues going on with Guts and the way he led his, well, not even led, because he was doing things on his own. And there was a lot of people, mainly Casca, who had issues with him doing whatever he wanted, being like this road type of guy. And it's kind of like an adjustment for Guts, I think, because he's been in mercenary bands, but I don't think he's been in the mercenary band like this, where things are completely organized, where they're led by this guy who, actually is probably the most competent person we've seen, because, so much so that they're called like death on the battlefield. So he has to adjust to having a responsibility of other people's lives as well, because I think one thing that's going on with Guts is he probably fought just thinking about his own survival. Considering his backstory, I think that's a fair assessment of his character. So now he has to adjust to like protecting people rather than just simply surviving.
Yeah. Yeah, freaking Casca was on his ass a lot
yeah.
in the past 2 episodes. You could have got us killed. But freaking Guts saved him though that one time when he said it was a trap.
That's
And
a
he
trap.
told him, it's a trap, and then just out of nowhere it blew up.
I just like the guy who did all of that stuff was like, yeah, they're dead. Yeah. He never saw a body, not one time.
Right,
And then the
right,
guy just asked him like, did you see anything? And he lied to you. Yeah, of course they're dead.
You fool! You blew up all our supplies for nothing. What I've noticed in this show is that Sean Schimmel is every extra in this show. Is what I've noticed.
Yep.
See, this season of KOA has 90% of the time been us bringing up Sean Schimmel or Dragon Ball now.
It really is. But yeah, I swear to God, there was a scene where he's talking to himself and he's using 3 different pitches, but it's like it's still his voice. You can tell. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. You want it? Yeah, let's go. Let's invite Harry. Harry, you want it? Yeah. Now let's all get a drink. Come on, Guts. You're the greatest. It's like, oh, great voice acting, Sean.
Yeah, he's a great voice actor. We are all in agreement of that. You can go back a couple episodes and get our thoughts on Sean Schimmel.
We're nice people.
I like how though, how episode 5 and episode 6 kind of juxtaposes a bit, where in some of the final sequences in episode 5 you have Casca giving Guts a little bit of credit. Then in episode 6, Casca's like, "You did this to Griffith. How dare you?"
I think she loves Griffith.
Yeah, she doesn't really play about her husband though.
Yeah, she like that was a given. That's why she was so weird about it. I mean, first of all, they both got their ass kicked by Satan himself. So it's like, come on. How you going to pin that on Guts? Are you going to say that it's the 500 men that were piled up like hundreds of feet it's their fault too, you know? Give me a break. But yeah, it's she's smitten.
Yeah, funny enough about the whole Zod versus Guts and Griffith fight. I I think it was a little different in the manga because I think the army, like Casca and everybody else, Casca, Judah, everybody else that came in there, they came in there while the fight was going on. In the anime, they came in there kind of late. It took like some cult sting to get everybody in there, but I think everybody was in there like at the start of the fight. Whenever they got to the battlefield, because in the anime it took a while for them to go in there. So it made that scene even weird when Casca's like blaming Guts, because it's like in the manga at least she's seen everything that went down. It's like, did you just see this demon? What am I supposed to do?
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, he is so super powerful. But no, it's your fault. How dare you?
I think in the anime it's a little more believable because she didn't see everything.
Yeah, I guess that is a good point too.
I do like though how Zod has like 300 years of battle, and Guts is like the first person in like forever to do any sort of damage to Zod, and because of that, he's just like, oh, this is awesome. Let me beat you up even harder now.
Yeah, it's like, I was struggling to get one cut on you. You can't transform. That's not how it works.
So
I was already struggling before. Don't transform to make it harder for me. And he's like, this is the full extent of your power. I'm like, yes. It took my hardest to do that.
I can't do no more.
Oh my god. You know, that reminds me, they made a Berserk video game 7 or 8 years ago. It's out on the PS4 and PS3, I believe. I can't remember what it's called. But it came out in promotion of the god-awful 2016 version, I think. Maybe? I don't know.
So,
it's like a Muso game, like Dynasty Warriors, but Berserk, and you can play Zod in it. It's really cool.
the question is, do they have the clang? If they don't have the clang, then it's not worth buying.
I think they do. I think it's the Berserk 2016 version. So it's like the distorted pan.
Okay, then it's worth buying.
Oh, so you like the distorted pan sound?
I didn't say I liked it, but it is revolutionary.
All right. I don't know what to say to that.
Well, I'll say another thing that was going on with these two episodes was the fact that Griffith has to raise the reputation of the Band of Hawk, because what's going on is even though Griffith got knighted, there's a lot of people who are royalty that have an issue with a bunch of mercenaries getting all the prestige and praise that they're getting. So it seems like not only are we having to work things out on the battlefield, but also politically, because there's a lot of people that are challenging their rise to power.
Yeah, there's that's the one thing that's really cool about Berserk, especially now that we're getting further and further into it, is that there is a lot of military and just in general politics between all of these different parties, especially these two kingdoms of Midland and what was the other one?
Hell if I know.
Okay, hell if I know.
The hell if I knows.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a good point though. It's really cool. It's really cool stuff.
So I was going to ask you, EA, have your thoughts on Griffith changed at all based on what you heard from Zod?
Well, I mean, I've kind of in the back of my head never really trusted him, and I think it's just the whole presentation of how the anime is going, because the first episode, we know that Griffith and Guts don't like each other. Hell, Guts is laying, I guess, in the forest. He's got that scar on his neck. Still don't know how he got it, but I guess we'll find out eventually. And he's just got this hatred towards Griffith. Don't know why, but we'll find out. And then we see, and I guess like the flashback, which is episode 2 to now. Yeah, Griffith seems nice to him. He seems like caring, even though they were kind of like fighting for a little bit, but it seemed like they were all buddy buddy. But that kind of was always in the back of my mind where I said, Griffith had to have done something. I don't know what he's about to do that's going to be, I don't know, he's going to betray him somehow. He's going to leave him for dead. Don't know. So my thoughts on Griffith have always been kind of like, I don't trust him, but I don't know what his motivations are. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen now after, Zod went ahead and told Guts not to trust him. That's going to be lingering in his mind. So that he's going to say something.
So what about Guts as a character as he stands now?
Guts right now? He's pretty much out for himself, really. I mean, I think as the series went on, he's grown more attached to the people in the group that he's a part of. I mean, obviously, he could care less about Corcus and the ones that hate him. And maybe he's kind of mixed about Casca, but he has a few people that seem to like him. The ones that told him, come on, have a beer with us. Like, I think he likes those guys, but Guts ain't bad. He's definitely been he's come from troubled beginnings, and you can understand where he's coming from. Griffith, he's kind of he's a mystery. You don't know. I mean, you see this person, but do you really see who he truly is behind everything? That's the part where we don't know yet.
Yeah, I think this was best explained by Judah. He said, I think it was Guts who asked him, like, why do you guys follow Griffith? What's so special about him? And I think even he said that nobody really truly knows Griffith. It's just that his ambition, it shines so bright, it kind of invigorates everyone else to follow him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why he's such a great leader. It's not necessarily because everybody is friends with him. In fact, just based on the episodes that we've seen, does anybody seem close to Griffith besides like Guts and Casca? Not really.
Yeah, not really.
Mr. Danny brings up that the other kingdom's name is Doldry, so there you go. And as well, Guts became the right hand of Griffith, so seems like that's where that's leading to, I suppose.
Yes, they had a conversation while naked.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you a story, Guts. Could you please tell me the story with clothes on? No, it has to be dangling.
Guts, come talk with me. What do you want,
please,
Griffith?
Please finish that sentence.
Guts, come.
No.
I would say to me. Finish that sentence.
All right.
He's just not gonna leave it. Okay.
That's how you make a fan fiction, guys.
Hey, there's tons of them already between Guts and Griffith.
Oh, for sure. Not that I've read them.
Not that I would know what goes down in those dojin, but
yeah. Yeah, it exists.
Any final thoughts on Berserk episodes 5 and 6?
Yeah, I mean, I really liked episode 6 where you got to see freaking Nosferatu Zod. I thought he was a really cool character. Sucks now that we're never going to see him again. But, oh well, what can you do, I suppose? I guess that was just a precursor to what's to come with the amulet or whatever it's called.
The Bailet.
The Bailet, excuse me. I gotta remember that.
Well, I'll say as for me, it's kind of hard to talk about Berserk because it's like, as a manga reader, is so far ahead of the anime, but I am excited to see EA's thoughts as we progress. So I think I'll end it on that. I won't say too much.
All right.
Well, Satsuki, since you're a reader of the manga, are you excited for chapter 364?
I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not, and it's not only just because Miura's not the one who's ultimately doing it. It's just I haven't been excited for Berserk for a long time. I kind of got with the hiatuses and everything that were going on. I kind of got out of the mood of Berserk. Berserk used to be one of my favorite things to watch, but the hiatuses really killed my enjoyment for it because it's just we don't have something around for a long time. Sure, there's that grace period where you miss it and you might be excited and anticipating the next chapter, but it became such a routine thing for Berserk that the newer, like whenever a chapter will come out, I'll just be like, oh, finally. So I'm going to eventually read everything because I didn't read the last 5 chapters, but I can't say I'm excited for the last chapter of it, but I could definitely see why other people would. I'm not like a super fan for the series, so that also plays into it. But yeah, hopefully it's a good end to the series. They wrap up things nicely and give the fans some of what they want.
Oh, so you think so? Is 364 going to be the very last chapter?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to. I haven't heard any word that they're going to continue on with the series or anything like that, but I would imagine that it'll be damn near impossible to continue the series without Miura. I know like he's been training his assistants to draw the way he does, but I don't think anybody's going to have the same mind as that man. So yeah, it'll be hard for them to try to continue the series without him.
Mr. Danny says that 364 was already done. They just delayed it for health reasons.
Ah, I didn't know that. Okay, that makes things different.
Let's move on to Sonny Boy. Weird show, weird episode. I don't have a fucking clue what happened.
Yeah, do we know what happened?
I know what happened. Freaking baseball boy talked about baseball half the fucking episode, and then there's like a monkey in there.
Saru.
Yeah, is there something to do with that? The guy was trying to hit a baseball, and then didn't do it, and then I was literally just done with this damn show until the very end. Did you see the hot teacher?
Wow, just because of Miss Hockey.
Yeah, she had
no
the
pants.
mommy milkers.
Oh my god.
Who can play this game, see?
Wow. Okay. Well, you can go for your little corner and be sus, okay?
Listen. To take down a demon, it takes a demon to take down another demon. If I have to become this person, I will until you stop.
Bet. You ain't got shit?
I don't. I
I'm
really
lit
don't.
as fuck.
He's like doing it as I give up.
Yeah, this is bluff, but yeah, I don't know what happened this episode. Like, Sonny Boy is a show where I try my best to understand it. I open up my eyes. I flex my ears. I try to pay attention to everything, and I still don't know what the fuck is going on in this show. When they got to the part where they were talking about monkeys playing baseball, I just said, I'm just never going to understand the show. I just have to wait for the theories and everything to come out to try to digest this show properly. But man, when I tell you I'm so confused, it feels like a show I can't even like evaluate because I'm so confused.
Yeah.
I was just bored because it was this story about this blue monkey, and I'm like, I honestly just do not care. I just don't.
Hey, that monkey died for for baseball.
Are you sure that's what happened?
Yeah, okay, like that story was kind of intriguing because I kind of like the bottom line of it, of like this monkey that stayed so steadfast with his beliefs and the rules and the integrity of the game that he kind of just disregarded this other person who had the stardom and people cheering for him. I like the fact that, you know, it was kind of like ideals versus like I guess what the public wanted. Like that idea was cool of itself. It took a long time for them to get to that point, and the fact that like it was that point was being driven home by monkeys playing fucking baseball was the oddest shit I've ever heard in my not ever, but it was some odd shit.
I liked when Mizuho, I believe, just yells, "Ah, Baka!" That was nice.
Oh yeah, I love Mizuho's expressions in this anime. It's the best.
How come everybody doesn't seem to care that all this weird shit's happening around them?
I think they got used to it.
I feel like even before then they were just kind of like bored with everything. You remember the first episode where you see them kind of like in the real world? They seem so bored then. They're like, we're Zoomers and we got iPads and we don't care about life. Now they're transported to another world. They don't freak out whatsoever. And it's like, wow, that money is on fire. And there's cats delivering DoorDash. This is so cool.
Yeah, they don't really help their case when the main character's like apathetic to everything in the world. He is like the only character that genuinely pisses me off because, and I get it. I guess that's part of his character and maybe he'll grow from it. But Jesus Christ, he does not react to anything that goes on. He shows no anger, sadness, anything. He's so neutral. It hurts. I feel like Mizuho in the show because it feels like Mizuho tries to rile him up and she tries to like spark some emotion out of that guy, but it does not work. He does not care about life.
Like in the middle of the episode, the baseball guy was talking about baseball, and his mouth fucking freezes. Did you guys catch that?
I was trying to catch up with him talking. He was speed talking the whole time. He's just like every other word.
Twice?
Yeah, he was an auctioneer for a second. Every time I would just, I would read it, but I would hear monkey or I don't know ape.
Monkey.
What did he say? It was like ape or
Saru?
monkey.
Return to monkey.
Yeah. And the women were like so excited to see this ape with a fucking flashlight. Never explained how that works, but okay.
It's I thought when the girls were listening to that story, they were going to be bored and just be like,
that's the first time they showed any emotion. They were like, "Oh my fucking god, I want a monkey."
Girls love monkeys, apparently. I didn't. Okay. I will keep that. I'll put that in my notepad.
Yeah. You want to attract someone at the bar, say, "You want to see a blue monkey?"
Yeah.
I know let me tell you the story about this monkey.
Like, they were so excited to see the monkey. like C said when damn, I can't remember the main character's name. What the fuck? I can remember Mizuho, but I can't remember his name.
You can just call him Lamey McLamerton.
When Lamey Lamerton failed and didn't hit the baseball, she's just like, you baka, you suck.
Wait, so if this guy's named Lamey McLamerton, does that mean this is in the same universe of Bodie McBoatface?
Wait, what is that?
I'll say, who's Bodie McBoatface?
It's an actual boat. Somebody named it Bodie McBoatface.
I don't know. I don't think I know that character.
No, it's a real thing. It's a boat. It's a boat's name. Bodie McBoatface.
McBoatface?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That's very obscure. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
I would not be a passenger.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be on that.
I think it's just a normal tugboat, so I don't know if you'd want to. But Scarlet Disaster says, question, how much better was this episode for you guys in comparison from the previous one, and what percentage of that improvement is thanks to the hot teacher at the end?
I definitely enjoyed the last episode.
Oh my!
In comparison to this one.
Yeah, the hot teacher at the end did pique my interest just because. Come on, see, she's a MILF.
I mean, we don't know if she's a MILF. This has not been confirmed yet. But
It's been confirmed. Look at her. Look at the picture.
just because she has big boobs and hot, that means she's a MILF?
Yeah.
And she also has glasses, so I would say it's like an 80% chance that she's a MILF.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean all of the ladies that I know in my day to day are MILFs because they have big boobs,
glasses, dark hair, probably. Yeah.
No pants.
Side chance. Not saying it's 100%, but those
Right.
are the cues to spotting the MILF. That's
Right. That ticks all the boxes of MILF. of MILF certified.
Oh my god, she's gonna be a MILF certified, isn't she? She's probably gonna win it too.
Mm-hmm. That's. I mean, we haven't heard her voice yet. See, to me, it's gonna be if she's got a great voice or not. If her voice is just like, "Wow, class," I'm gonna be like, "Kill it, kill it, kill this fucking show."
I thought she yelled at them at the end.
She
was
did.
like, "Shut up, you worms!"
Oh wait, you're right. Okay, I think I might like this show.
If
Scarlet-
she says "ada ada," then I'm sold.
Oh, God,
my god, the
Jesus.
ada. As soon as she gets on, and then it has like this. No, I'm just getting pervy right now. Just has this little like stick, and like, all right, students, we're gonna get ourselves off this damn island.
Oh, I can see it.
Mm.
But I think Mizuho is the one I like. Mizuho is just great.
She's pretty good. I wasn't around for episode 3, but I will admit she became a good character in episode 3. Definitely. When Lamey McGlamerton was just like, "I'll be your assistant," and she said, "You're the lamest assistant ever."
Yeah.
I mean,
then-
the main
and then
character
she got him
is
Burger
so...
King.
Right, she got a Burger King through Cat DoorDash. I want a Cat DoorDash in this world.
It seems pretty fun. Then everybody
Right.
goes to her. They're like, "Yeah, once today, let me get some pop. Let me get a Popeye's chicken sandwich."
And then just the cat just pops up. Meow.
You guys are
Well-
incorrigible.
There's one question to this episode. Do we have any theories as to why Blondie hates Mizuho? Because that's something that it wasn't even just this episode. If you look at last episode, there was a sign when they were going to this location where
Oh, yeah.
Blondie is at, where it says "No cats
No
allowed."
cats. Mm-hmm.
And that has to be something for Mizuho because she's the only one with cats. So, do we have any theories as to why she may hate Mizuho?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is the guy that she likes her, likes Mizuho, and she wants him to notice her senpai and is not.
Yeah, that's probably a good one actually. I think I'll go with that one.
Pretty good theory. Yeah,
seems
because
like-
they've been trying to drill it into us that this guy has a hot girlfriend and he's so great, blah blah blah. So it's probably jealousy or something like that.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Scarlet
That should be something
Disaster.
Stupid.
Well, with this show, probably could be. Scarlet Disaster says, a common interpretation of the story I saw is that the umpire represents the students who didn't gain powers, or at least no cool abilities, and the blue monkey represents the students who did. There's a theory that says that Nagara's power is able to take them to their original world. However, Nagara can't do this because he has no want to. He has no desires. He is an empty shell. So he just goes with the flow, and that's why he can't go where he wants.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Where like the theorists can kind of like give this show a different light and everything. Because I think by itself, it's kind of hard for me to understand the intentions of everything. That story, I understood what they were going for, but that analogy of um, the umpire representing the powerless kids and the blue monkey representing the talented kids, I think that works. Because it's like especially when Nagara this ability to warp the worlds and possibly go to the world that they knew before. It's kind of like he is this equalizer that balances everything and can flip the world on its head. Because if they go to the normal world where I'm assuming nobody's going to have powers after that, the people that feel special will like plummet, and the people that didn't have power before will, I guess, raise their social standing now from what they are now. Because the issue is the powerless people in this world are, we already seen it last episode, they felt secluded and they went on their own and they turned into like these statues and whatnot. So while the show is confusing, it has some underlying things going on. It's just not coming together that well, I think, for us. So yeah,
We're big dumb.
yeah. This show is perfect if you just like to think about anime ad nauseum and make these theories and whatnot. This show is perfect for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Bill says Big Bob plus over 30 equals mommy milk, to which I have to say, at this point, I should just make a t-shirt that says, stop saying mommy milkers.
I mean, but you can be a MILF and not be over 30.
This is true. You could be a young MILF.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of ones, but it's not many in anime.
That girl from The Language of Love, that visual novel.
I don't know what the fuck that is, see?
I don't
Google
either.
it. Google it. She's like in her early 20s and she's a MILF.
Oh, wait. Doesn't she have a kid?
Yeah. She's like a
Oh,
strawberry.
yeah. No, that's right. You told me about
Yeah.
it
It's great.
and all the beating off sessions.
What? Not once. Not
Well, yeah.
once.
Well, Kyoko was a MILF when she had Toru, so there's that. So yeah, you don't have to be a 30 to be over MILF, ladies.
Yep. Ladies, you're all beautiful.
All right. Killer pass.
I have to see what happens after the end of that episode. Pass.
Yeah, I'm passing as well. I'm very confused. I don't know what's going on. Somebody, it's funny. Somebody on Twitter asked if the show was good, and I told them I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you anything. But regardless, I'm passing.
Yeah, I mean, this show makes no goddamn sense to me. I'm so goddamn confused for this episode, and any other. I think, I don't know. If it was any other show but this show would be killed. But I don't know. This is weird. So once again, for the same reason I've passed it every week, it's weird. So I'm passing it.
All right.
EA, serenade us with your thoughts on Remake Our Life.
We're letting the dog off the leash. I'm gonna just mute.
Okay. All right. So, Remake Our Life. What was this? Episode 5? Yes, episode 5. So, I don't know what happened to this show. I don't know why they even bothered to call this Remake Your Life and to make your life better and all this other shit, because the only thing I see in this show is a man and his penis. And that's all I really see in this show. Nothing more than just wanting to get some, well, not even really wanting to get some, like, he says the most very nonsensical things and more just easygoing things, like just the basic of compliments, like, Yeah, I'll listen to you as you sing. Yeah, I think your art is great. And he gets the chicks like nothing. He gets them, and it's just ridiculous. Oh, by the way, there's a maid cafe spot in this episode for reasons that we don't fucking know. He passes out because all anime characters have to pass out after working hard. What did he do? He just washed dishes the whole fucking time. Oh no, he cooked. I guess he did that too. Passes out and wakes up on Blue Hair's lap. And she doesn't even sugarcoat it. She's just like, I'm going for the tongue. And just slit. Well, they get cock blocked, but then later in the episode, she goes ahead and says, "We're the same height," and just kisses right away. Satsuki called this when he said it was going to be a love triangle. I'm so upset. I had high hopes for this show, but at the end of the day, this became nothing more than just an anime, and that just rhymed, and I didn't mean it to happen. But yeah, I just couldn't believe this shit. Everything from from the fact that what's her face all of a sudden was getting called up to sing. She got nervous, and the main character was like, "Hey, 10 people saw you online. You wanna sing?" She's just like, "You know what? For you, I will. I'll go ahead and I'll sing." Just because, you listened to me sing at a karaoke bar once. Freaking A. I don't know. And people were going crazy because she was singing a song that's, I guess, like a popular song. I don't know. I've come up with a theory about what's going on and what's going to happen eventually in this show. Our main character is going to have everyone fall in love with him through the most boring of compliments of words that come out of his mouth. I really don't understand why anybody cares. Guess what? I saw a little bit of the episode after this. Do you want to know what happened? I'll tell you what happened.
Tell us.
We get the very first scene. The main character's looking up, and who the fuck is laying on top of him? Oh, Blue Hair! Blue Hair is laying on top, and she, because that's what she does. She doesn't go to sleep until she's on top of somebody. That's her MO. So she wakes up, and they're about to kiss again. And who comes in? Of course, old singing talent. What's her face comes in and is like, "I'll get a room." And then our main character is gonna help the guy. And guess what? The guy is all of a sudden having feelings.
For whom?
The main character.
No way.
The scriptwriter.
No.
Wait, no, you're lying.
I am. But but I swear to you, it felt like it was going that way. I'm not even kidding. I mean, it definitely, because he's like, "I need your help to write a script," and he's like, "Okay, I'll do it because of you." And I'm like, they're gonna make the guy fall in love too. I'm calling it right now. I swear to God, old redhead's gonna get some. Freaking the guys, the pinkies, everyone. I just couldn't believe the show. This episode was just ridiculous. Everything that I don't even think this episode had anything to do with remaking anyone's life. But again, that's right. I said a theory. Theory was that, and also there's going to be a change in the whole time altercations. There's going to be no more what's her face making the drawings. Everything's going to shift. And it's all his fault. All because he wanted to get some. He's changing literal time and space. All because he got a hard on. He holds open the doors for people and they say, "Oh, I want to blow you."
Yeah, what the fuck? Why is it that my life? What did I do in my life to not get that treatment? Sorry,
don't
I'm speaking
know.
for myself there.
I mean, if if that's how life worked, that I think all of us would be becoming fathers at young ages. It's like, oh, excuse me, miss. Oh, you mind if I? Yeah, I'll hold the door open for you. By the way, you want to come back to my place?
Oh my God.
All I did was just hold the door open. I don't care. You're the best man in my life.
Yeah,
fuck?
I don't think you can get away in real life by doing a bare minimum like that and suddenly attracting all these women.
I
I
fucking
don't think it
wish.
works like that.
And that's
Fucking
what he
wish.
does. That's what he does. Just real easily too. Just skips right along, and I just couldn't believe that. He fainted, and I remember her words. She said, "You told me to keep moving on, and that you liked my drawings." And she was leaning in for a fucking kiss.
Ah!
I just I see. I didn't even watch this episode. What I saw that pissed me the fuck off was, I don't know whose idea it was to be like, you know what's a great idea? Let's mix this show with Haruhi Suzumiya. For those of you that don't know, I hate Haruhi Suzumiya.
I'm with you on that. I hate her too.
It's weird because I like the other characters that are within that show. I think it's interesting for the most part. I just hate Haruhi Suzumiya as a character. She is the most despicable, most vile, most disgusting character in anime history. And when I say disgusting, I don't mean in looks. I mean just her personality is disgusting. Like, she, in that same episode, got someone drunk because she wanted her to be more loose, so for a kissing scene. Tell me that's a nice. Let's do a dance move after her. Fuck you, Haruhi. But anyway, I think I've made my peace with this show. I'm real disappointed with this overall. I still don't know what the lolly's all about. She just came out of fucking nowhere and decided to boss people around. The red-haired girl just wants to be in competition with main character for no reason other than reasons. And everyone else wants to bang the main. Right. For no reason other than the fact that he made a good video. I've seen people make good videos too, and I don't want to bang them.
I don't know.
But
One time I saw a C video and ...
Hey,
You're just like, oh, my loins.
hey, you know, I don't usually talk about this, you know, but there are people that will see your videos and they will message you and they will confess their love to you. Like,
happens.
Like the first interaction, because it's
Yeah,
happened to me
once.
3 times to me.
Oh, cool.
Not
So then
cool.
your life is an anime.
Not cool, because these are random strangers.
Your life is an anime.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of. I don't think anime characters get IBS.
Were did they message you back and talk about mommy milkers?
No. I had to turn them down, and they never messaged me again.
You said, sorry, this this bird is not going to be tamed down to no one.
You tell them, see.
Yeah. By the way, there's gonna be somebody that's gonna do a ride-in for next week, and it's just gonna be like, "I love you, SeaTactics, marry me," and oh my god.
Oh yeah, definitely after you just said that.
Ah shit.
Right.
Why do I always do that?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like when the people go back in time and they try to change the future and whatnot, and they try to make sure that one event never happens, but they end up making that event happen because they tried too hard. That's what you just did.
Like in Vivi.
Hey, listen. I didn't. Shut up, Satsuki. You're not my dad. Okay? I'm gonna go to my room, and that'll be that.
I'm not your father, but you call me daddy.
Yeah. So let's bury this show for good and never speak of it again.
Show
I'm fine with
sucked.
that.
Show sucked a lot. Chook, which is a name, says, "I can't believe you guys watched this one. I dropped it episode 1 and never looked back.
You're the lucky one, Juke. Okay.
Just on record, I tried to drop the show.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I gave it a courtesy pass, though. I'm
You-
not entirely sure.
Yeah, you were the only one to kill it the first time, and then me and C were like, "What are you doing? This is a great show.
We were having fun over here.
You're
I'll fucking do it again.
What have we done?
It happened. It happened.
Billy says sometimes that's all you need is is yourself and your penis, or as he puts it, penis.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's like guts. All I need is me and my sword to survive on the battlefield. All I need is me and my penis to survive in the world.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
Instead of just like yelling some random stranger's name, Guts is just penis.
My Johnson is stronger than yours.
Oh my god. The Bone Knight has a different meaning now.
Entirely.
Oh lord. To your eternity.
Speaking of Bone Knight.
Satsuki, you're gonna have to fucking explain yourself.
Why would I have to explain myself?
Just explain
SeaTactics.
yourself. Explain yourself. And the
What are you
reason you
talking
did
about?
it. Explain yourself for why you did the things you did.
I don't know what. Explain. Just say out loud my transgressions,
You
and then I'll
are a
explain
simp
myself.
for Hayase, and you even supported her doing weird rapey stuff to Fushi.
What the fuck was she
Wait.
doing?
I never said I supported.
You
that.
did. You did.
No, I didn't. When?
Thinking of it right now, aren't you?
Okay. So no. Okay, so I'm not saying I support it when it comes to Fushi. I don't support rapists. I mean, because that's what she was trying to become.
Satsuki, your name in this Discord chat right now is Satsuki the Hayase.
They don't know that, so why are
Your
you telling
profile,
them?
your
Why are you
profile,
telling me?
your profile picture on Discord is literally crazy ass Hayase.
Wow.
They don't know that.
They do now.
I want to say he's snitching on you.
Okay, so okay, maybe I do have to explain myself because people might get the wrong idea. People generally do when it comes to me and me liking these characters that they despise. So I guess I'll get into it. So the reason I like Hayase is simply because I just like villains, and I think she showed herself to be a pretty damning villain in the last 2 episodes. Before I wasn't funny enough, I wasn't really a big fan of Hayase until she resurfaced last episode. Before I was just like, I understood her purpose in the story, but I wasn't that big of a fan of her. But these 2 episodes, I feel like she's owned the role of being the ultimate antagonist within this arc. I don't know if she's going to survive in this arc. But I mean, like, just think about the things she's done. That fight with Fushi where she completely outclassed him, and it showed the difference between her martial ability and Fushi's, him relying on his transformation and immortality. That just shows you like she was just a fighter. That's what she does, and Fushi was not going to beat her in that field. So like that's one side of it. She's just a fighter. And then the other side of it is she is the ultimate manipulator. My God, when she goes on and then she basically rallies all the people to her side, not even doing it on fear, just on pretty much bluffing and lies, where she talks about how they had to protect Fushi, and she's the one that found him, and she's the one that taught him everything he knows, but he ran off, and then she pins the role of leader on Tonari, which makes everybody like go after her. It's, oh my god, she's like such a captivating villain to me. Jesus Christ. But then you get to the scene where I'm calling it what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything just because I like her. It was attempted rape. It was a weird scene. It's one of those scenes where like it is like pure disgust on my side. Like it got me to a point where I don't even really understand what Hayase's motivations are. I feel like maybe it's something where she has like this new warped love for Fushi, to where it's like it's something you can't even really explain in a logical sense. She just is obsessed with Fushi, and that's probably all there is to it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that doesn't stop her from being the villain that I love. It's just one of those things where I'm not going to try and sit here and defend that scene at all whatsoever. You're not going to see me defending that scene. That's bad.
Wow, this is weird. Satsuki seems to have booked this show specifically on opposite day.
No, I have morals and ethics and shit like that. I have those.
Okay, so maybe if Hayase drugged you and you were in Fushi's place?
Oh my god. I don't have to answer this, do I?
I mean, you can plead the fifth all you want. We already know the answer.
Listen, what Hayase did was bad. She should be in jail. It shouldn't matter if I, in this hypothetical situation, would want to be in Fushi's position. That does not matter. It doesn't matter. She's still wrong. All right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can answer this. How's he gonna get it up when he's passed out?
I don't know.
There you go.
Okay, Satsuki, I see how it is. Well, let me ask you a question now.
Okay.
Elsa or Hayase?
No.
Why is that a question? You know I love Elsa.
I was gonna say that I know Sasuke's gonna say Elsa 100 times out of 100 in that comparison.
She is the full package. See, like what I like about Hayase is the villainy of it all. You know what I'm saying? She has like when it comes to what I said with her fighting ability, the manipulation, the ability to rally all these people despite being a newcomer in this island. Like that's the stuff I love about her character. But Elsa has that plus the looks and everything else. The voice acting that comes into play as well. Elsa is the full package in every sense of the word.
Okay, so we're talking about packages. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Wait. No, I don't know where this is going.
No, continue, EA. What are you going to say?
I was about to say, Sasuke has admitted on the air that he would get shanked by Elsa. So if he's going to say no to Hayase getting naked and trying to get on top, and he's going to take the stabbing over that, I think we know the answer.
Yeah, let's be real. I like Hayase.
He'll take both same time.
Well, if that was an option, but
you see?
No, okay. What does that prove?
KOA audience.
What does that prove? What does that prove?
KOA audience. Listen to this man's words as he stands before you here today and lies.
What does that prove? Everything I said is still true.
I was gonna say I don't think he's ever lied. In fact, I think he's been too honest.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I know what people are going to say. It sounds two-faced, but I can't condemn the things that she's done while still also being attracted to it, because some of the times the stuff that gets these characters condemned is what I'm attracted to. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. It's just what happened. It's just what I feel.
Somebody clip that out. Clip that out.
Some people like, some people like ketchup on their burger. Some people like mayo. This happens.
I don't know why I'm attracted to this. I just am. So it's not a lie. I'm telling you what is going on and how I feel about it, but you know, how I personally feel about it and what's actually going on, there's a there's a rift in that, you know what I'm saying? So again, but what my main point I was trying to bring up is yeah, Hayase has all the villainy, but Elsa has the looks by far. By
Mhm.
far. Hayase still has a great body though, so but
Okay.
Elsa has that too.
Well, Morningwood, and I wouldn't be surprised if Morningwood here in the chat is actually just a Kid Nuts alt. So based off some of these comments, like Fushi could have got some. I support. That seems like a Mitch thing. Seems like a Mitch thing.
See,
Also, you know how much stimulation he would get if he got some?
oh
He
my
would
God.
become mentally invincible. That's something
Jesus.
Mitch would say.
You know what? He should Fushi should just turn into a vibrator.
Oh my. Oh my God.
I mean, if we're gonna go that route, he should just full on just be like, look, let the kids go and I'll become a vibrator. She would have jumped at the chance of that.
See that I can't agree with those type of comments regardless of how I feel, because like when we're looking at what she's doing on the surface, like what she did was attempted rape. Like that's not
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and try to act like it's anything else. That's what it was. But that doesn't mean I'm going to lie and sit like I'm not there. Just like, damn, I still love Hayase. That is it is what it is. But she's still a terrible person.
Mhm.
Well, Morningwood, aka Mitch, aka Kidnut, says, "What if she wants to see if she can get preggo and get an immortal baby?"
I
That's
think
an
that is. I
interesting-
think that is.
yeah.
I think that is something that she wants. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, she seems crazy enough to do it. I mean, she's infatuated with Fushi so much. I
I
think that
wouldn't be
might be why.
surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
she's in love with the idea of his power and not necessarily, because the thing that's weird about Fushi and being attracted to him is the fact that he can transform to these different forms. So would she still be attracted to Fushi if he transformed to, like, let's say Perona or Gugu or something like that? Like I don't know. I don't know if she's attracted to him because of, like, the good looks or his actual ability. So uh I think that's an important question to bring up. And if I had to choose one, it's probably like the power of it, because it seemed like this change sparked after she got, manhandled by Big Kuma version of Fushi. So it's probably just the ability of him that, made her turn into what she is now.
It's funny, she got mauled by Big Kuma and she was looking for the Big Kuma in this episode.
Badooch.
Yeah, if she just looked in the wrong direction, I'm right here, Hayase.
You know what
Oh
I
my
just realized?
God. What did you just realize, EA?
She would have never have found him if he was not as the white boy. If he was just like Gugu or any other version, she would have never found him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's true. He stays in that default version, so that's yeah.
I think
That's his
maybe
go-to.
after this he should learn to like get out of that default version and just, I don't know, become someone else now.
Interesting enough, if you notice with Fushi, he never has the memories of that person that he transformed to in that default version ever in his subconscious or anything like that. Like, he'll see things from March. He'll even see things for people who aren't dead, like the Booze Man or Pioron. Like, he'll see things from them, Rain and people like that. But he never sees anything from the first person that he transformed into.
That is true. Yeah.
Well, Kenny is here. What's up, Kenny? He says,
Kenny!
Kenny! Kenny says, Satsuki is truly down bad.
All right, time to ban him.
People know what I like, and then they get surprised at me gushing over what I like. You got, like, at this point, we've been doing this podcast for almost 3 years. You know what I like. I like villainous women. I like women that can beat me the hell up. I like Hayase is just the quintessential woman I like. You know, like, you guys should not be surprised at this. You shouldn't be appalled. This is who I am. You should have accepted this from shit. The third podcast we did, because who knows what I said in the first and second one. You guys know what I like. You should not be surprised unless you're new. If you're new, okay, I'll give you that leeway. But this is who I am, all right? Accept me as who I am now, or forever hold your peace. This is what I like.
I agree with that. You know, Sasuke likes the crazies. You know, Ben likes the MILFs. And I like a woman with a nice ass.
Oh, a Jennifer Lawrence type.
Yes, a tall woman with a nice ass, like Jennifer Lawrence, and then I become friends with with what's his face.
Oh my god, what is the actual quote? He says, I got it right here. It says, I don't really get it myself, but if I had to say, a tall woman with a big ass, I guess.
Like Jennifer Lawrence. And then it just goes into a freaking flashback that never happened.
I would just say this, like, my crowning moment in the King of Anime podcast is me defining mine multi Melro mark every fucking week. If I defended her, who can't I defend? This is the prime example. Like, I can't explain my taste. It's just what it is. If I defended mine, I could defend anyone.
You did defend her. Yeah, mine was, I hated her since day one. And you were like, oh, she's just misunderstood. You know, she's actually a really nice person. What, lying and saying that he did things to her and he never did?
She wasn't a good person, but she was a great villain until she turned into Team Rocket, Scooby-Doo type of villain. I'm going to poison your food.
I'm going to poison this pie.
Yeah,
never gonna catch me,
like
Kappa. See?
Yeah, I didn't like that version of mine, but
she's coming back next year.
Would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah, that's why I'm not excited. I can't in this role of as her, you know, with her being tied down as a slave, and
I don't think
she's too limited.
I don't think she's gonna be in season 2.
Well, that's good. I don't want to see her character further.
See, I mean, not see Satsuki.
I don't want to see it.
Look at it.
Wait, what happened?
Look at what Light Ruler said.
Satsuki likes girls who have bad body odor and smoke Newport cigarettes. That is a lie. Elsa Grindheart smells like flowers and
blood,
and not roses. Flowers, as in, you know, the good type of smell of flowers.
No, she smells like blood.
So copper.
Yeah, that's when she does her job. Like, nobody smells well when they, you know, get done doing their 9 to 5. See, people sweat. Like, it's a natural body function. You know what I'm saying?
They don't sweat blood.
Listen, when Elsa goes back home and takes a shower, she is the most lovely woman in the world in terms of smell, looks, and personality. I think she's a good person. She just has a hard job that people don't really understand. Not everybody in the world deserves to live.
She's misunderstood.
Oh my god. Yeah. She's also dead, so.
Well, that's
I didn't know I came here to be disrespected.
Listen. Elsa wished Sasuke a happy birthday.
She did.
This is true.
I enjoyed it.
Master Chief wished me a happy birthday as well.
Yeah, can you believe that? Freaking the Master Chief.
The one and only. Whoa. You know, there's a joke on the ReZero podcast before, you know, I had to take them all down. That there was that Master Chief would tit punch Elsa.
What?
It
Did
wouldn't
you
work.
really?
Yeah, that's weird. That's what a coincidence.
Well, I will say, based on the evidence that the anime gave me, running into Elsa's boobs is the worst possible thing that you could do. Uh, probably more, probably more deadly than running into Satan himself. Because when Subaru ran into her boobs, and then like he wasn't looking, like he almost bounced back to Japan. Like he went back so far. I was like, Jesus Christ, she must have like vibranium in her breast or something. Like those are not breasts you want to run into.
Damn.
Yep.
Do we even have we even
dude.
talked about this episode yet? I feel like we
I think we talked about Hayase as a villain, and that was pretty, and her being sus, and I think that was it.
what the fuck? I was like just a single thing about this episode. Holy shit.
Yeah, I give it a pass.
This episode was pretty good though.
Yeah, yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was mostly just like, I would say, like last episode was Hayase's reintroduction to the series, but I feel like this episode was her debut as a villain. Because she was doing things like she was like establishing herself as the antagonist that you had to worry about. She was rounding up Tonari and her gang, knocking them out, drugging Fushi. She had complete control over the situation. Obviously, things like Tonari escaping and her guards get knocked out was out of her control, but for the most part, like anything she had her hands on, she was getting done, and it was just like, yo, okay, we Hayase is the person we had to worry about now. But also as well, I had to point out the funniest moment in this episode is when Tonari says, okay, the people I'm going to bring on the ship are my homies and the kids under 7. And then you have this random motherfucker say, I'm 7, let me on the ship. And I'm like, he's bald and he's missing teeth, so maybe he's not lying. Maybe he's just a tall 7-year-old.
Yeah, he could be like that movie Jack, with Robin Williams, where he's really like 10 and like he looks like a 40-year-old man or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't keep birth certificates, so how can he prove that? Let him on a ship.
He's a modern day Benjamin Button, he is.
Yes. Freaking one of the cool things that happened in this show, I just remembered, freaking Fushi has a new ability. He can clone himself.
Or well, he can use like a husk. He can make a husk.
Yeah.
Or what's it called? Yeah, he can, I don't know, like drop a piece of himself off, and then like the other, it's like an empty shell of him or whatever.
Yeah, see, the way I thought about it is it's not like he has a new ability. It's just that he thought of a different way to use his ability. Like, I think what he's doing is he can create different things and whatnot, but I guess it's the living things where he can transfer his soul into it to where he becomes it. Like he can transform into Google, he can transform into the mole, whatnot, yada yada yada. But this time he used the body of the first guy he transformed into as an item to where he's not transferring his soul into that, while also simultaneously transforming into the mole to where, because we seen him use like his transformation ability in conjunction with using different items that he's also received stimulation for. So I think that's what he did. It's not necessarily that he has a new ability, it's just a different application of that ability to where he's not transferring his soul into the people that he was able to transform into. He's using them more so as items.
Okay. Freaking Hayase chopped Fioron in the back of her neck.
Yeah.
Or what's her name? There's a lot of P names in here, I've noticed.
Corona Pioron.
Yeah, right in the back of her throat. And then I thought she murdered all the children for a second. Because
Yeah.
didn't
Beyond
they sound
brand.
like they got stabbed? Like they
I'm-
were getting shanked. I'm like, she murdered all the children. But they just got knocked out and thrown onto the boat for I don't know why.
Yeah,
mean,
that's what confuses me. I don't know what her purpose was with that. Because it's like
Were they not going to get on the boat?
I don't know, because they were all in prison as well. So like why did she single out these kids to, be in prison and whatnot? Because they already resolved to live their lives past the island and do their own thing. So it's like, why would you antagonize them to make someone like Tonari, for example, go back for Fushi? It was a weird, like, I don't understand why she did that. I feel like
Yeah.
that has to be explained.
Yeah. Well, next episode, Tonari's going to die.
Yeah. This is
That
something I think I already said. Like when we seen that diary, I was like, "Ooh, that is that is one of the signs that she's going to die."
well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say she's gonna live, and I'm gonna say that she's gonna live forever and never die.
Oh, she'll live forever as Fushi.
Yeah.
Pinnacle.
Oddly enough, I think Hayase has a better chance of living than Tonari.
He's gonna remember the wonderful time he had with her and then just become Hayase when she's dead.
Oh no. Well, Hayase might die, but I mean, like given the circumstances, she probably is going to die. It's just Tonari, I feel like is a sure thing.
Yeah.
While Hayase is like, I'm up in the air. I could see her living and I could see her dying easily.
I think it goes back to what you said that the one to finally put down Hayase will be Fushi. And then, like, she's gonna kill Tonari. He's gonna go ballistic, and he's gonna shank her. No, even better. He's going to pretend to like be like, "Come to bed with me, Hayase," and then just boom right through the gullet.
Oh my God, no! They're gonna give her like a fake cigar that's gonna explode, like they try to give Fidel Castro.
And take it.
But
Like,
it's
please. I know Hayase's done a lot of wrong, more wrong than good, but please don't take her out like that.
With the cigar.
Yeah. No. Just with the, whole like tricking her into thinking that she's sleeping with Fushi. Like, please don't do that. Don't.
I think that would be the only way. He can't beat her 1-on-1. So there has to be some trickery, I think, in order for him to defeat her.
Well, yeah, he could do trickery without that scenario playing out. It's just when Hayase, if we believe Hayase is going to die, I just want her to see it coming. I don't want it to be something unexpected. At least grant her that, please.
See, Pinnacle also brings up that Hayase may be trying to make a child with Fushi.
She gonna die on the toilet just like the king in Game of Thrones and just get an arrow through the chest.
Oh man. Rest in peace to I'm
One
drawing
of
a
the
blank on his name.
Lannister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Rest in
remember
peace
his
to
name
him.
either. He died on the shitter. He was this mighty warrior and great, planned everything up and then just man.
You are no son of mine.
I have always been your son.
Pretty sad. Pretty sad.
Mm-hmm.
Tywin, that was his name. Tywin.
Thank you. Yeah. It's been so long since I've seen Game of Thrones. I kind of blocked that out of my mind, at least some characters' names.
Yeah.
Well, passing this or not?
Absolutely. Dude, I think we're 3 episodes away from it being done.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's only like 20 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
20.
And the next one is going to be episode 18. We got 3 more to go.
Well, I think that the my grade on this episode should be pretty obvious. I'm in love with Hayase, so this is an easy pass for me. Her dialogue, her presence as a villain is domineering. She's establishing herself as like a better threat than even the damn knockers. Like she's like the person that you had to like with the knockers. It's like, okay, you had to wait for them to make their move, but with Hayase, it feels like you had to make a move before she does. It's like that's what makes her so threatening as a villain. It's like you had to proactively do things to prevent what she's doing. And I kind of like that. She's not just like this mindless villain. She's a villain with a purpose. That purpose might be questionable, but yeah, nonetheless, she's very cool to me.
Well, I give it a pass because I like this show. I think it's really damn good. Yeah, I mean, EA, where can they find you?
Well, I thought you'd never ask. You can find me at Everything Animated, my channel. I recently made a video. That's right. I came out with a video yesterday, actually, this past Sunday. Go ahead and check it out on my channel. It's about the great Conquer and his Bad Fur Day. I love that video game, and I went ahead and reviewed it. Can you believe
I watched
it's been 20 years?
It was good.
Yeah, I saw. I'm glad you liked it. But, yes, I made a video. Hold on. Someone's saying my name. What do you want, Pinnacle? I just see EA ... Oh, well, I'll just keep talking while they
we're on a delay.
while they gather their thoughts. But I haven't been on Twitch in over a month, and I do apologize for that. I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things just because I was on vacation. I was taking a break. It was a mixture of a lot of things. I want to get back to streaming, and I think I'm going to do that here pretty soon. And you can find me at All Elite Couple, almost to the big 300. And I'm looking forward to that as well. Why does everybody keep calling my name? Anyway, y'all can find me there.
As for me, I'm seeing a little bit of the live chat. Pinnacle said Sasuke's version of a psychopath. I don't know what that is referring to, but I'll defend myself nonetheless. I'm not a psychopath. I'm attracted to psychopaths, and that's a entirely different matter. I acknowledge their wrongdoings, but for some reason, I don't know why, I just like them. This is something that's always existed within me. I think it may have like the origin story of it may have been Azula from Avatar, but that's neither here nor there. As to where you can find me on Satsuki the Reactor, where I've done Fruits Basket, JoJo's Bizarre Part 3 and 4 on that channel. Taking a break from that channel, so you won't see anything new from there. As well as my main channel, Satsuki the Savage, where currently I'm only doing things like One Punch Man and Watamote, so you won't see like a lot of diverse videos there. But I think I said this before as well. I'm doing a week of nonstop Fruits Basket videos for an entire week.
Ooh.
I have the script rolled out for pretty much everything. I've done the recordings for 5 videos. So I think those videos will be done this week, meaning you'll see those string of videos next week for sure. I hope. I hope I get those done. But yeah, besides that, I have another thing planned with Watamote that's going to be a pretty creative video, but you probably won't see that for a long time, but I have some things planned. Yeah, Hayase she's not the woman that you guys would want, but she's the woman I need.
Wow. Well, I guess for me, this week I have another video about AOT's ending going up. I'm responding to some people in my comment section because there's some stuff I actually didn't bring up, but as well, I think some interesting talking points. Plus, it seems you guys really like it when I talk about AOT's ending. One of my most successful videos in a very long time was this last video talking about AOT's ending, so it should be a lot of fun. As well, working on a Jujutsu Kaisen video. I mean, I don't know when that'll come out. That'll be my next video for sure, but I have IBS I gotta deal with now. It's flaring back up, and when IBS flares up, no work gets done. As well, I have a Fate Stay Night Type Moon Iceberg video that I'm working on. It's going to be coming out here soon. Come out after the Jujutsu Kaisen video, of course. That should be a lot of fun. Don't know when they're coming out, but expect the AOT video. Expect another AOT video this week. That's for sure. So, that being said, thanks everybody for watching. Talk to you all next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man.
Later.